Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to be Doryani with tips. I'm playing with a warrior build. Keep this in mind, I'm going to show you the build afterwards. Basically this fight, well, it's hard if you're not coming ready. And basically for me, ready was getting lots of lightning damage negation. This is the most important thing I think for this fight, but other tips I'm going to share with you here, so it's going to be easier for you to finish it. I forgot to record the entire fight, so I put on replay, so I'm just showing you two parts. This is basically the time that I finished it and failed the second time. So regarding this fight, the first part is not really hard. As long as you bring lightning resistances, you should finish it relatively quickly. Now, if you have a leap, this can be very good because you can close distance on him pretty fast, which is really good, and also good for the second stage, so I do recommend having it. This is called the leap slam, and it's very useful for closing distance, also traversing terrain, but also closing distance on enemies, and in certain situations get out of danger pretty quickly. Now it can also help if you have extra movement speed, but it's not a must. This is why I'm telling you get something that allows you to close distance faster, because there's lots of AoE, and it's better of course not to be where it is, and where you see him, just close the distance on him fast and start hitting him. I also can recommend the fire negation as well, but again, the most important thing, the fire is not hard to actually avoid, but the lightning is more frequent, and I do recommend having more. I actually was here, I think, with something like 60 something, I think, high basically. Now for the leap, I recommend getting the consecrated grounds, I think it's called like that, because when you land you get a 5% extra health regeneration, which is good. As you can see, it's going to be on the ground. It's kind of, you see, it's shiny there. So if you're on top of that, you're going to generate more quickly. This is good in such situations where you are low and you want to regenerate fast. I also have, of course, regen on my gear, but this kind of speed things up just in case. So in case you fight him, for example, head to head, you can continue generating relatively fast while actually hitting him and getting damage. Right, so again, it's not hard. Just again, don't be where all the troubles are. You should be safe. You know, if you're tanky like me here, for example, you can even take a bit more damage. I have good resistances, so I'm spending more time basically doing damage. I'm going to show you, of course, what I use. Here I stagger him. This is so satisfying playing with a warrior like that against bosses. Here you can see, for example, that I just jump on the ground just to put the extra healing just in case I need it. Alright, so just use this kind of you know, healing, extra healing, which is great. Yeah, for the first stage you don't need to deplete all his HP. You're gonna go to the second phase and change to a big robot. Now I don't have all the recording because I just put replay, sorry for that. Nonetheless, this is his most devastating attack. It happens only on the kind of second stage of the fight. This is can one-shot you if you're maybe, you know, low health, or even, you know, me, if you get maybe a crit, it can destroy me. So the idea is that, you know, jump outside. This is where the leap is very useful. You can see that I'm putting the thing on the ground for extra healing when I'm even attacking him, when I jump. Be at the back of this boss. Don't be at the front. Be at the back and just search for opportunities. You can put totems, by the way, to both increase damage, and sometimes it actually get the aggro of the boss, which is also good. This is again the crazy attack. I'm just searching, you know, to be far and jump the closest. This is, I think I missed it. Yeah, I missed. I still got plenty of damage there, but the idea is that you need to move to the closest area where you can get out and then jump outside to not get hit. Many of these attacks can be avoided if you're at the back, but there are going to be some other attacks that are going to continuously attacking you. They're not really super damaging if you have resistances, again, for lighting. So, but again, try not to stay too much at the same place and just wait for them to be over and then attack. Always I reposition myself at the back of the boss, never from the front. Now you can use also Thunder. I'm going to show you also everything that I have, what I use for this fight. Thunder can be useful in some situation where you want to keep distance from the boss. But here, for example, I can actually attack him here because again I have good resistances. So instead of just running, this is a mistake, by the way, it's better to attack. So having Thunder can also be useful, but most of the time we just go hitting face.
Let me show you what true intellect looks like.
You get good resistances. If you roll, you can miss lots of these lasers, so it's not really a problem. You can even hit him if you have good fire resistance. You can just jump with the healing, with the leap, as I told you, the concentrated grounds, and just continue hitting him. If you won't get too much damage, you can continue hitting him. So there are opportunities that they didn't take the chance, but it is possible. Now I have a good amount of health for these reasons, by the way, in case I make a mistake like you see here. Again, the idea is you need to move towards him, not with them. I mean towards where you're actually going, to be closer to the exit, to the edges, and you can jump. Also, if you move faster, it will be easier. That's why I'm saying that if you have extra speed, it can be useful. I actually changed it. I had 20% on my boots, but I changed my boots of something different. So all these things you can further optimize, and not fully optimize, by the way, everything for this fight, because I told myself, all right, I can actually do it when I actually learned the fight the first time. So I knew I can actually do it, just change a few things. Here I'm using Thunder. This is again a mistake. I made lots of mistakes here. Actually, my first try was I actually made it well all the time, but here I didn't do well. Maybe just even better try to. I don't think you can avoid it though. I think you need to get outside. I think maybe just doing 2 leaps can be enough. First leap and then a second leap. I didn't chance really to do too much with this fight because I finished him right after the first one. So sometimes I want to replay the bosses to have a better understanding of some of the mechanics that I missed, but didn't have an opportunity to do so.
I've had enough of you. I cannot allow you to interfere. How foolish! I will crush you. I've been preparing for you for years. Full power! I plan for every contingency. You leave me no choice. This is not over yet.
Now, because of my health regeneration, I exhausted my healing, but again, the reason I can survive is because of the health regeneration. Otherwise, of course, it'd be much harder. It's like popping up. You just need to be careful of what you can just retreat and just get your health back, basically. So you see here, for example, right? I can't really heal with anything, but I have the just going there, regenerating. There are also many other things that can increase it. Like if you are low, you can generate faster, but I didn't have them unlocked. Basically, I didn't time it right. I did a bit too late here.
I cannot let my efforts be in vain. Let's see you survive this. The destruction of Thaumaturge will be repaid 1,000-fold. No! Do not fail me. Not now.
Yeah, this is the final boss, and then you move after that to Cruel. If you pass through the gate, keep in mind I forgot to do the second ascendancy, by the way, and we move to through the gate. So if you haven't done anything, don't get through the gate. Go to the blue thing on the ground and just go to other things, because otherwise it will automatically take you without even giving confirmation, which is kind of upsetting. But oh well, happened. So I'm going to explain to you what I did each one. This is for fire resistance, as you can see, and increase armor. This is for lightning resistance. I have two of them actually. This is for health regeneration. Again, everything that has something good, I just showed it for that. This is for lightning. This is increased attack speed, right? So I wanted to, I could have put something else there. The boots have high armor, so I decided to choose them. And this is what I use. This is also for lightning, everything lightning. So I'll be safe, at least from one thing. And this allows me also to be more aggressive with the boss without worrying too much about AoEs, lightning AoEs. Alright, so totem, leap, bone shatter when, you know, there's the white thing on top of his head to stagger him. Also have thunder in the armor breaker. Basically everything I need for a fight against a boss. Alright, so you can just pause, by the way, if you want to see what I use. This is not really optimized. I came here, I'm experimenting, but some of the things of course need help, but didn't really further optimize it. Again, I change if I see something really doesn't work, make a change, but it works, so I'm sharing. Alright, thunder can be also useful if in certain situations you are in range, you don't want to close distance because of AoEs and stuff happening around the boss, you can use it. So this is the passive tree. I just, you know, this is on the go. We didn't see and read anything. Just went and created something, you know, see if it works. And yeah, it actually works really well for the first full playthrough. Very well. And one important note, because this can really help for the leap. So let me show you the one that I used. This one, right? This is very good again for extra speed up the healing. So you can generate faster just in case you are low. This can really help if you exhausted your healing. So that's how I did with the warrior. It wasn't hard because I came ready and the build basically worked. It worked for me because I made quite a few mistakes, as you've seen, but my build was actually supporting my mistakes, which is good. You want building to support certain mistakes that you do, so you can survive. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm still learning. But it was a fun fight overall. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. If you have other tips for other players that I haven't mentioned here, which I'm sure you do, many of you do, let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Cheers.